Hi, it's Leah Crow. Today I'm with Clear Scraps working with their Mixable Beach album. As you can see, the pieces are acrylic and chipboard mixed together. You have a shovel, star, a little bucket, beach ball, and sandcastle. Today I will be adding sand to the shovel and sandcastle using Mod Podge, Martha Stewart fine glitter, and microbeads. Okay, so to start, you peel off the protective film from the front of the shovel and lightly add a small coat of the Mod Podge to the front of the acrylic. Once you do that, grab your glitter and your microbeads and add it to the areas where you place the Mod Podge. Once you do that, tap off any of the loose glitter and microbeads and lay it aside to dry for 5 to 10 minutes. You'll know it's dry when you look from the back side and you do not see the Mod Podge there any longer. We will be adding an acrylic sealer to this later. Shaking it off, and I'm going to set it to the side and start on the sandcastle. Since the sandcastle is going to look all sandy, I'm applying Mod Podge all over the acrylic. Try to work quickly but with a light hand so you don't get too much glue on there, and start adding your glitter. Now, I didn't add any microbeads to this one. I just didn't like how chunky it was. So you gotta work quickly. I didn't work quickly enough. I didn't get great coverage all over the sandcastle, and that's okay. Imperfections normally don't bother me. But if they do, you work a little quicker, and you could probably even go back in and add glue to re-glitter in those areas that you may have missed. I figured I'd try one more time to see if there's any sticky left on the front of the sandcastle. I'm going to tap it off really well and set it aside to dry 5 to 10 minutes. While we wait for the acrylic to dry, we're going to go ahead and start working on the rest of our album. First, we start by getting the glitter hands all cleaned up. Take your favorite liquid adhesive, ours is Beacon's 3-in-1 or Zip Dry Glue, and add it to the back of your chipboard and adhere it to your favorite pattern paper. Today I'm using crepe paper. I believe Maggie Holmes designed this, but don't quote me. Burnish that down really well with your hands. Make sure it's good and attached. And using your craft knife carefully, go ahead and cut around the shape of your chipboard piece. Now to add in some color and fun, I grabbed my Distress Oxide and I'm just going to add in a little bit of yellow around the outside edge of this chipboard piece. And then I'll be grabbing my red and bringing that to the inside of it. Grab your handy dandy crocodile and punch out those holes. Now, as you can see here on the beach ball, I'd already adhered the pattern paper to it, but I'd started off and adhered the wrong side to the beach ball, so I ended up pulling it off there, and I had those little circles where I had the glue at. So I went ahead and really quick, while the glue was wet, added some of the glitter I'd used in for the sand on the sandcastle and shovel. Now I'm just taking Distress ink and adding it to the chipboard shape. The chipboard's really great. It holds up super well to distressing and inks and paint. You will be very happy you've tried Clear Scraps. For the beach pail, I am going to be using the alcohol ink in Stream Color, and I'm just going to edge around the outside of the shape just to bring interest to it so you can see the shape and recognize it. Now that we have our base albums completed, we're going to go ahead and grab our clear gloss acrylic sealer and add it to our shovel and sandcastle that we added glitter and microbeads to. This will help seal in any of the glitter and microbeads from falling off of your acrylic. Once those coats have dried and you're happy with the sealing properties, meaning there's no glitter coming out, go ahead and bring them over to your mat, turn it over, and peel off the protective side from the back side of your acrylic pieces. Grab your alcohol ink. This one is Stream, I believe. Dab it on your dauber and just swish it all around. Have fun with it. Once you're done applying color, set it to the side because that piece is done. Grab your sandcastle, flip it over, peel off the acrylic film, and I believe I'm using Sunset and the alcohol ink. And since it's such a large area, I just apply the ink directly to the acrylic and move it around. While I'm waiting for the sandcastle to dry, I've attached small my album pieces in order using book rings. And I'm just going to add the title. And I would recommend adding some liquid glue again to help attach things to the sandy parts that you added glitter to ensure that your embellishments do not fall off. And we're just going to add embellishments and get this ready to give to a friend. When you're working with acrylic, you have to remember anything that you can see from the front, you will see from the back side when you turn the page. So keep that in mind when you're placing any embellishments or paper. As you can see, the paper I used there at the bottom has the identifier from the manufacturer. So I'm going to place something there to hide it. Make sure you visit clearscraps.com or clearscraps.typepad.com for more inspiration using your Clear Scraps products. Thanks for joining and watching, and make sure you subscribe. Thank you.